Skål og god jul. Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I have a whiskey review and I am of course continuing the BenRiach series. I hope you're all having an absolutely wonderful Christmas, by the way. And yeah, let's just jump right into it, what it's all about. The BenRiach, a distillery that I am really starting to love. I've liked it for a long time, but tasting all the different kinds of whiskey that they are making just makes me just love them. They're pretty much all amazing whiskeys. Some of them are exceptional good and others are just very good, if you can say that. This one I have today is the BenRiach 12-year-old Horizons. From what I could read, they don't make this whiskey anymore. Anyway, the places that I usually buy whiskey don't have this anymore, and it's out of stock, and they write it like it's not coming back and it's because they don't make it anymore. I don't know if it's because they don't make it anymore or these different websites just decided not to have this kind of whiskey anymore. But of course it's a single malt, and BenRiach is a speyside whiskey. This one is 50%. It costs around 650 Danish crowns for 70 centiliters. So, well, a little bit expensive, but not really. For me, just to be honest, this is kind of mid-range what I would spend on a whiskey on a, normally. Sometimes I will go a lot higher, but it has to be an exceptional whiskey or something really rare for me to go above 1500. So 600-700 is pretty much in the middle of what I would spend. It's not chill filtered and it's not artificially colored. BenRiach almost never does this. I've never seen a BenRiach that was chill filtered or was artificially colored. This one, however, the Horizons 12-year-old is not like the others because this has been triple distilled. So this is pretty normal for Irish whiskies, and some other distilleries also does it, but Scotch whiskey normally doesn't. And BenRiach, this one is the first one that I found that was triple distilled. So who knows? This might be a very good thing. This might be, no difference. This whiskey has first aged in ex-bourbon casks, and then it has had a kind of a finishing or after aging in ex-oloroso sherry casks. So I don't know how many years they've been in ex-bourbon and how many years it's been in the sherry, but yeah, that's it. I have a little bit of water here just to I always, when it's 50 or above, have water I put in it. I rarely do it when it's below 50. Sometimes I find out that a whiskey is a lot better when there's water in it when it's below 50, but normally my favorite kind of percent alcohol wise is 46 to 48. That's when I found that there's the flavors and the alcohol power is combining best, or whatever, it's best for me. Some like it a lot stronger, other doesn't. So there's no sponsored content in this video, and as always, everything on this channel is just my opinion. So what I do like when I have to put water in it, I always nose and give it a little bit of sip before I put water in it, just to kind of find out if it needs water or if it doesn't. So my beautiful Luigi Bormioli glass. The color is quite dark, actually, very dark. Dark amber. And this is an indicator that the cask is quality, high quality first or second fill oak with yeah, because it gives off this much color. This almost looks like some of the other distillery has to put artificially coloring in, even for a 12 or a 15-year-old to get it this color. So that is a good sign. The leg is medium to no heavy. There's actually a lot of leg. Sherry first of all, right off the top, sherry. That's a little bit interesting because if I were to guess, it has been at least 8 to 10 years in the ex-bourbon. And then, yeah, that's what I would guess. So a lot more than in the ex-bourbon. But the first thing I'm getting is definitely sherry. There's also oak there. A little bit of spiciness from that oak, but there's also maltiness. Weird enough, when it's a triple distilled and it has been in these cask, quality cask, for 12 years. And this is probably logical, but there's a metallic feel there, probably from those distilleries. I was just about to say that there was some medicinal, but no, there's not. It's just that metallic feel to it. There's a little bit of fruitiness, but only a little bit, but I can't pinpoint what kind of fruit. And just a little bit of sharpness from that alcohol, but not a lot. So I'm gonna sip a little sip without water first. It's actually not bad. There's not a lot of sharpness there. Well, a little bit of sharpness, and the flavors are kind of drowning in the high ABV. I'm pretty sure that some water would make a huge difference here. It's always a difficult task to put in water, because how much is enough and how much is way too much. Thing to remember that you can always add more. So if you're at home trying to add water, just put a little bit in there, and if you're in doubt, stop and taste. You can always put more in. You can't take out what you put in, of course. So there's a lot more power on the flavors now, but it's the same flavors or aroma. Sherry, metallic, oak, malt. There's spiciness there, a little bit of bitterness from the oak. This tells me, and maybe, and I'm just guessing, maybe this is not very new ex-bourbon cask that has been in, but it's very, very new oak from the sherry. So the flavors and the color comes probably from the sherry casks, because I'm not getting a lot of vanilla and a lot of honey. There's almost, I'm not getting any. And that's usually what you get. Vanilla from that American white oak and a little bit of honey sweetness from that bourbon. But I'm just not getting that at all. In fact, it's just sherry, oak, spice, bitterness, metallic. There's still some sharpness there. So, now for the real taste. Skål. Og god jul. So the palate is very, very smooth and kind of well-rounded. And the finish is amazing, really good. It's mostly, the palate was a little bit of sherry and that well-round consistency. I don't know how to describe it. The finish is powerful, a little bit of sharpness, but powerful and long. And there's a little bit of maltiness there, a lot of oak, a little bit of sherry, lot of oak. Yeah. Maybe. No, there's also a little bit of dried fruits there. And actually a little, just a hint of vanilla and honey sweetness right at the end. I didn't expect it to be like this. I actually expected it to be more vanilla, more honey, more fruity. But for me it isn't. It's not. It's a good whiskey. It's a very good whiskey, but it's not exceptionally good. It might be the least good of the BenRiach that I have tasted. I can't remember what I've rated the other ones, all of them. But for me, the BenRiach 12-year-old Horizon is an 8. So that's where I'll be putting it. And I can't remember if that's better or worse than the other. I know it's not the best. Some of the others were very, very good. But an 8 for me. So yeah. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with friends and family. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And maybe hit that bell button so you don't miss out on future videos. If you want to, leave a comment down below. I will respond to all of them. And please check out my Instagram account. It's Dunkeren_. If you like what you see there, give me a follow there as well. That will really mean a lot to me. No, I don't. There will be a video tomorrow, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be the last BenRiach 20-year-old, which I am really looking forward to, or it's gonna be a Christmas beer, one or the other. But stay tuned to to see that, and just have a merry Christmas. And I hope you get to spend time with your family and friends, and just really just hang out and be happy, laugh, love, all those positive things, which is what this holiday really is about, in my opinion at least. Myself, if you're interested, or unfortunately my children are at my ex-wife's house. I had them last year, so this year I'm going to my sister's house to celebrate with my dad, my sister, and my sister's 3 children. So it's gonna be wonderful evening with family, fortunately without my children. So, but it's gonna be good anyway. So just have a wonderful Christmas Eve, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye bye.